Wouldn't it be great if our motors had eyes and ears? Wait, wasn't that an early 1980s horror movie? Yeah, I think it was. Okay, maybe not actual eyes and ears, but in today's ever changing field of operational technology, virtually seeing and hearing what's going on with our motors is an absolute must. The data in these designs needs to be transparent. We need to be able to accurately manage the energy, maintenance, and performance of our motors. But how should we go about doing that? With the SIRIUS Modular System from Siemens, that's how. Hi, I'm Amelia Dalton, host of Chalk Talk. In this episode of Chalk Talk, Sarah Alqaysi from Siemens and I dig into the details of the SIRIUS Modular System. We explore how this system of motor starters, contactors, overload relays, and load feeders can help switch, control, and protect the motors in your next design. And before we get started, don't forget to click that link. There you can find even more information about this topic from Siemens. Hi, Sarah. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hi, Amelia. You're welcome.
So, we're talking about the SIRIUS Modular System today. But first, Sarah, break this down for us. What's all included in this system?
Amelia, you see the message that I have on the screen that says, in Sirius, we don't just create products, we craft systems. I love this message because if you open a typical control panel, you can find almost every component can be used from Siemens, starting from the controller or the PLC to the motor starter and all the way to the simple relays. Every time we introduce a new product to the market, we're either serving a need on a broader or smaller scale, or filling a gap for certain applications, or simply innovating new solutions that can improve the quality of the customer's application. So when we introduced the SIRIUS Modular System, we really offered the largest available portfolio in the market for switching, controlling, monitoring, and protecting the motor, with more than 50,000 tested and approved combinations. It's a completely new generation of manual motor starters, contactors, overload relays, monitoring relays, and load feeders, and they're available in 7 sizes up to 400 horsepower. And really, the benefit of the SIRIUS Modular System lies in its modular setup of the components across all sizes, so everything fits together. You see another animation here where it shows the MSP, link module, and contactor. I wanted to add this to show the modularity of creating a motor starter. Very simple. With few simple steps, you can align the link module with the MSP and the contactor, tighten the screws of both devices, and you're done.
Fantastic. Now, Sarah, talk to me about the different components that make up this system.
Yes. So the first line of the products that I want to highlight here are the contactors, which come in different versions covering different applications, like inductive and resistive loads, and many other applications that can serve specific industries. The second product line is the overload relays, which in combination with the contactors, you create your motor starter. And those come either in thermal or solid state. And like I said, together they form the IEC starter. And recently we've seen an increase of the market demand for this combination. However, the third product, which is the motor starter protector combined with the contactor, is still by far the most popular motor starter solution, since customers will get both switching and overload in addition to the short circuit protection in one combination of those devices.
Okay, so Sarah, can you give me a bit more information about the contactors in this system?
Yes, so the contactors come in so many different versions in our portfolio. If I want to summarize that in the different type of versions, they come in, like I said, for inductive load, for resistive loads. They serve applications for capacitor-based. They come with options with remaining lifetime. But the one that I want to highlight here are the version with integrated safety, because nowadays, there is an increased demand in safety for factory automation. And so the one that I'm highlighting here is actually a certified fail-safe version. And these are controlled by the fail-safe output module of a controller. and achieving safety integrated level 2 and performance level C by using one contactor, or you can achieve safety integrated level 3 and performance level E by using two contactors. So these ensure a safe and reliable shutdown of the motor and help reduce the complexity of the control panel design, because you're reducing the amount of devices that are used in the panel and also reducing the complexity of the wires inside that control panel. Another innovative feature that I wanted to cover part of the Sirius modular system is the spring-loaded connection on the components terminals. This is a toolless, fast, and reliable connection technology, which we've seen a lot of demand for, especially with applications where there is a high vibration, screws might get loose and need to be retightened, which can be eliminated by using the spring-loaded connection.
Okay, so Sarah, let's talk a bit about control panels. Why does every inch count in your control panel?
Part of the Sirius modular system and another innovative product that we launched is the hybrid motor starter, which again, it was developed to serve a need in the market. The reason for that and the reason we talk about why every inch count in your panel is because OEMs are always looking for ways to obviously reduce cost. And so they're developing more compact panels every day. And so, since they're more compact, this hybrid motor starter was developed to accommodate these small panel designs, especially when it comes to motor group installation. Not only this hybrid starter comes in a 22.5 millimeter width for direct online starters, but even if you use a reversing starter, the width remains the same. A lot of times when you use a standard motor starter and you go to the reversing option, the width will usually double, but it's not the case with the hybrid starter. The other key feature of this hybrid starter is the heat reduction element. Due to the hybrid technology of mechanical and solid state inside the starter, it makes it a very great option for heat reduction inside those small panels.
All right, so Sarah, can you also talk about the in feed system a bit as well?
Yes. So the 3RV29 Siemens NFEE system is a very convenient way of supplying and distributing power for a group of several motor starter protectors or complete motor starters with either screw or spring type connection. And it actually covers up to 80% of standard motor ratings with just one system. It is a very simple plug-in system. You can swap starters without interruptions to the others. It also does a lot of savings when it comes to the wiring side. You can see from the picture here that we're bringing the main power to the side of the system, and then we use the blue connectors to establish the electrical connection between the three-phase bus bars and the motor starter protectors. And another note that I want to highlight here is that this system is UL approved and authorized for self-protected combination motor controllers. These are the Type E starters, basically, and also the Type F starters that are Type E starters plus a contactor.
All right, so what about the power distribution system of the Sirius modular system?
We already talked about the NFEED system, which is a power distribution system on a smaller scale. So if we want to go beyond the amperage capacity of the NFEED system, then our next solution would be the FastBus power distribution system. It is a modular bus system designed for three-phase applications and offers really key features and benefits. So if I want to talk about space savings or space efficiency, FastBus helps with panel space by allowing you to wire and mount circuit protection components and motor starters in a tight line. And you can also leave space for future system expansion. So that's a great tool for customers' current design and future designs. It has a really ease of installation. So the system supports very simple installation by snapping the components on their designated adapters, then on the three-phase bus bars. On the maintenance side, because you can easily mount the adapters on the FastBus, remove them from the system, you can simply do that in a matter of seconds. So that makes the maintenance very flexible and very fast. I'll cover one last point, which is the safety aspect of it. Once you create the system, you can cover any exposed bus bars with plastic covers that are part of the FastBus product family.
So let's also talk about the evolution of operational technology. Transparency is at the heart of this evolution, right?
Exactly. So, the field level devices, like the motor starters that we talked about, are great components for switching, monitoring, and protecting the motor. They're essentially your eyes and ears of the motor. However, in many cases, we need to go digital because digitalization leads to data transparency. And data transparency basically means what? It means cost reduction to the end customer because it helps with asset management, performance management. It plays a great role with both predictive and preventive maintenance and managing the energy of the connected loads in the field.
Sarah, how does the Sirius modular system play in here?
When we talk digitalization, it simply means connecting to the automation level to get the transparency we talked about. The first technology that I want to introduce here is the IO-Link technology, which is a standardized communication protocol used for connecting sensors and actuators in industrial automation systems. It uses a standard point-to-point interface, which simplifies wiring and reduces the variety of interfaces needed for different devices. One of its great benefits is the integration with existing systems, because IO-Link can be integrated into various field bus and industrial Ethernet systems, making it versatile, adaptable to different industrial environments. The other technology that I want to talk about is ASI, and ASI stands for Actuators Sensors Interface, and it is a bus system that uses single two conductor cable for both power and data transmission, which simplifies installations and reduces the cost in the control panel. ASI includes also features for functional safety and provides diagnostic information to help identify and resolve issues quickly. And it's really widely used in factory automation and process technology in the field.
So, also talk to me a bit about the intelligent link module as well. How does it fit in here?
Yes, this is my favorite product for now because we recently launched it. So, the 3RC7 Intelligent Link module is our newest addition to the Sirius Modular System. It is the first time we connect directly from the starter to the controller. That's why we're all excited about it. This module was designed to simplify the communication between the field level and the automation systems, which makes it easier to integrate starters directly into the automation world. It also provides full data transparency down to the field level to complete the puzzle of creating one operational technology system, just like what you see here on the screen. Now, the first advantage of the Intelligent Link module is it uses our standard components, nothing special. These are our standard motor starter protectors and contactors that we sell on daily basis. So customers can take it and integrate that immediately in the field. The second advantage is this is a small, powerful device. It has three main capabilities of measuring current, voltage, and power on motor starters up to 32 amps. It also controls and sends feedback on the status of the contactor, and it has a built-in adjustable overload relay, which is a great feature.
There's more to the Sirius 3RC7 solution than just a link module, right? What other features are included?
You're right. It's not just a link module. So, in addition to all the features that we mentioned, you can also monitor both the starter and the motor operating hours, the number of the motor shutdowns you have in the field, the number of the overload trips, the electronics temperatures. You can also get to the level of details of measuring the different types of powers like active, reactive, apparent power, and so on. You see that you can also measure current, as we mentioned, voltage. You can do phase asymmetry, phase imbalance, and ground fault measuring as well. Here, I'd like to show the way this intelligent link module is connected to the automation system. You can see there is only one cable that is coming from the controller interface to the first starter. After that, you need to daisy chain to the rest of the starters to get the communication going. And by using one interface module on our controller, you can connect up to 16 motor starters with the 3RC7. So that's a great saving in terms of wiring cost because, like I said, 16 starters can talk to one interface. There's really no addressing configuration requirements. The distance between the starter to the interface can go up to 10 meters, and you can go up to 2 meters between each starters or each load feeders on your setup.
Sarah, we can communicate with other automation systems using this solution, right?
Absolutely. We didn't want to limit ourselves. So, with the use of the intelligent link module, we can have different communication protocols. So, by using the multi field bus module with our ET200SP controller, the customer can use the 3RC7 with a Siemens or a third party controller through either Modbus TCP, Profinet, or Ethernet IP, which makes it a very versatile solution.
Excellent. Well, Sarah, I think that's all I have time for today. Thank you so much for joining me.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
And before we go, you didn't forget to click that link, did you? There you can find even more information about this topic from Siemens. For Chalk Talks, I'm Amelia Dalton from eejournal.com. For more Chalk Talks, head on over to the Chalk Talk section of EE Journal. You can't miss it, it's right across the top. Or head on over to YouTube, youtube.com/